Stella and the Wobbly Wand. In a village filled with magic lived a little witch named Stella. She had a heart full of hope and a wand full of dreams. All the young witches were learning the levitation spell, a tricky little trick that made things float, float, float. Stella pointed her wand at a feather, said the magic words, but her wand only wiggled and wobbled. The feather stayed stubbornly on the floor. Her friend Jasper, on the other hand, made his feather float with a perfect whoosh. He was a natural at the spell. Stella tried and tried again, but no matter how hard she gritted her teeth or squinted her eyes, the feather just winked at her cheekily from the ground. She practiced all morning, in her room and in the garden, but every time she said the magic words, the feather just rolled away from her. Tired and defeated, Stella slammed her wand down. A little tear rolled down her cheek. Her wise mother came to sit with her. Her mother told her a story about a great wizard who took 100 tries to make his very first potion. He never gave up, even when it was a big, gooey mess. Stella wiped her eyes and looked at her wand. She wouldn't give up. She would just try on something smaller first, a tiny pebble. She pointed her wand at the pebble and said the words again. The wand felt wobbly in her hand, and the pebble didn't budge even an inch. Next, she tried with a small leaf. It fluttered just a little bit to the side, but then fell back to the ground. Stella sighed. The sun began to set, and Stella's hand felt tired. Her wand felt heavier than ever, and her shoulders slumped with every try. She felt a sad, little voice inside her whisper, "You're not good at this, Stella. Maybe you'll never be a good witch." She saw her friends outside, playing a fun game with sparkling lights. She was so tempted to leave her wand and join them. But a quieter, braver voice inside her whispered, "Just one more try. You can do it." Taking a deep breath, Stella closed her eyes and focused all her magic, all her belief, on the tiny pebble in front of her. She whispered the magic words softly, with more heart and focus than ever before. Levitate. When she opened her eyes, something was different. A faint shimmer appeared around the pebble. It wiggled. It was alive. It clunked back down almost immediately, but Stella didn't feel defeated. That little wiggle was a victory. She tried 10 more times, and with each try, the wiggling got a little bit stronger. She was learning, and she could feel it. The moon rose high in the sky, and still, Stella practiced. Her hands were tired, but her heart was full of a new kind of magic. Grit. She took one last, final breath and whispered the spell. Levitate. And when she opened her eyes, there it was. The little pebble was floating in the air, wobbling with pride, a little star in her room. A great, big, happy cheer burst from Stella's heart, a sound of triumph that echoed all through the quiet house. Stella looked at her tired hands and her wobbly wand, knowing the real magic wasn't in the spell itself, but in her own wonderful, unshakable grit.